25. And what a fantastic start to the competition. If you missed it, the women's short program was fantastic. Naggi of Japan leading with 78 points. She was just unbelievable. The three-time world champion Kaori Sakamoto was flawless and is in second place, and Isabel Lobito, who skated as well as I've seen her, is in third place. It was just a masterclass. Well, we've got the pairs short program coming up for you now. We've got 8 teams, and it is a very, very strong field indeed. And it couldn't be more exciting. We've got the two-time world champions, the reigning world champions, Miura and Kihara. They'll be last to go. And just before them, the former world champions, Stellato-Dudek and Deschamps from Canada. So that will be a battle royal, that's for sure. And that's the scene outside, and that's the scene inside. Ready for the pairs short program, which starts in a couple of minutes or so. Great atmosphere in here. Good to see so many people in the building on a Friday afternoon here in Angers. Just about 300 kilometers southwest of Paris. Fantastic part of France. And what a great venue it is. Teams from the USA, France, Hungary, Canada and Japan lining up for us here in this pairs short program. And just to remind you, this is the first of 6 Grand Prix. Next week is the Cup of China. Skate Canada will follow that. The 4th event will be the NHK Trophy in Osaka, Japan, and Skate America, which is usually the first event of the series, but that's going to be the 5th one this year in Lake Placid, New York. Of course, the venue of 2 Olympic Winter Games. And last to go, the Finlandia Trophy in Helsinki, Finland. And all the athletes trying to get themselves a place in the grand finals, which take place in the beginning of December, 4th to the 7th in Nagoya, Japan.
Grand Prix sur les patinages, Grand
So
Prix
there
de
the
France
panel of judges.
Angers.
ISU Grand Prix of Figure Skating, Grand Prix de France.
Mesdames, Messieurs, dans quelques instants, vous allez assister au programme court de la catégorie couple.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we will start with a short program pairs category.
Mesdames, Messieurs, merci d'accueillir la représentante de l'Union internationale de patinage, Maria Teresa Samaranch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Maria Teresa Samaranch from the International Skating Union.
As always, as a representative from the International Skating Union at these events, Samaranch.
Mesdames, Messieurs, veuillez accueillir les patineurs du premier groupe de la catégorie couple.
So here we go. There's going to be
Ladies and
4
gentlemen,
teams
please
in the
welcome the
opening group.
skaters. First
So
group
the 8 teams
from the
split
pairs
into
category.
2.
Représentant la
And we've got
France.
2 French teams in this opening
Wessenberg
group.
and Strekalin.
So to get us underway, Megan Wessenberg and Dennis Strekalin. And this is a team that only got together this year.
Représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique.
Representing the United States of America, Audrey Shin and Naggi.
And here a team with a wealth of experience, but not together. They got together last year. Audrey Shin and Balash
Représentant la
Naggi
France.
for the USA.
Representing France, Aurélie Faula and Belle.
Aurélie Faula and Theo Belle for France will be third to go.
Les États-Unis d'Amérique.
Representing the United States of America, McBeath and Parkman.
And there, last to go in the opening group, representing the US Nationals last year, McBeath and Daniel Parkman.
6 minutes of warm-up.
So there's confirmation of how they'll go.
Ils patinent ensemble
So let's take a
depuis
closer
cette
look at
saison.
the first
Ils sont
team.
licenciés ici au club d'Angers, où ils sont entraînés par Bruno Massot, champion olympique, représentant la France, Megan Wessenberg and
Born in the Ukraine,
Strekalin.
and
Megan and
born
Denis
in Boston,
skate together since
Massachusetts
this
in the
season.
USA.
They are coached by Bruno
But,
Massot,
they
Olympic
are
champion.
a new partnership, and a team that's trained not far away from where I live, actually, in Geneva,
Ils
Illinois.
patinent ensemble depuis seulement 2 saisons. Ils
Baker.
s'entraînent au Canada
Bruno
avec
Massot,
Bruno
part of the
Marcotte
team as well.
et Megan Duhamel, qui a été 2 fois
So they'll be
championne
first
du
to go.
monde
They'll be
et
followed
médaillée olympique.
by Audrey Shin
Représentant
and
les
Faula and
États-Unis
Naggi
d'Amérique, Audrey
for the USA.
Naggi.
These two train in Canada with Bruno Marco and Megan Duhamel in the team there. And they finished in 5th place in the national championships this year, 6th in the Skate to Milano qualifier.
Ils sont licenciés au club des Français volants de Paris. Ils sont entraînés par Claude Perry et Lola Esvra. Ils sont vice-champions de France élite en titre, représentant la France, Aurélie Faula
A big moment for them. They were runners-up in the French National Championships last year, and they've had a pretty good season. They won the Bavarian Open in Oberstdorf and were 4th in Murano too. Didn't do so well in the Nebelhorn Trophy, so the season started off well.
Ils patinent ensemble depuis seulement 2 ans. Cathy a concouru
last to go in the
international. Ils sont vice-champions des États-Unis en titre, représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique. Cathy McBeath and Parkman.
Katie
Cathy and
McBeath
Daniel
and Daniel
skating together
Park.
since 2 years. They are silver medalists at the US National Championship.
So it's interesting for these opening teams because most of them have not been together that long in pair skating. And indeed, most times it's longevity that really does play dividends. You need to almost have a second sense of what your partner's going to do out there. Nerves on both sides of the boards. Yeah, that was super. It's going through the preparation of the split twist. Moment of realization. Yeah, important to catch cleanly on that twist. Such a difficult element. So just to remind you, Megan Wessenberg and Dennis Strekalin for France will be first to go. Audrey Shin and Faula and Naggi for USA second. Then for France it'll be Miura and Kihara and Theo Belle. Last to go, Katie McBeath and Daniel Parkman. And just to whet your appetite for that final group, we've got the husband and wife team of Camille and Pavlova and Kovalev for France, who will get us underway. Then it's Miura, Pavlova and Sviatchenko for Hungary. They'll be followed by the former world champions Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps. And last to go, the two-time and reigning world champions Riku, Miura and Kihara, who, I've got to say, have not had it all their own way this season. They were beaten in the Nebelhorn Trophy by Minerva Fabian Hasse and Nikita Volodin of Germany.
Mesdames, Messieurs, l'échauffement est terminé. Veuillez quitter la piste, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
Skaters, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice. Thank you.
Okay, that's it. Now down to the nitty-gritty. 8 teams battling out here in this pair.
Sur la glace, représentant la France.
On the ice, representing France, Wessenberg, Strekalin.
So to get us underway in the pairs short program here and the opening day of the Grand Prix de France 2025. Representing France, a team that have only got together this year. A tough ask for Megan Wessenberg and Dennis Strekalin.
C'est la fin, le tout dernier matin, le tout dernier jasmin. Ne me lâche pas la main, c'est la fin, le soleil au lointain s'écroule seul dans son coin.
Good elevation on the twist, look at the contact at the end. Oh, well done. Great synchronization on the triple toes. Oh, hand down on the Salco, couldn't quite maintain control. Oh, come on. That was crazy. Fantastic stuff. Well, I had to look down again at my papers to make sure that they only got together this year. Their synchronization and unison was
Représentant la
uncanny.
France, Megan Wessenberg, Dennis Strekalin.
Wasn't that great? Yeah, we're going to see better performances, but just take into consideration they've only just got together. One event, that was the Nebelhorn Trophy, where they finished in 17th place. But that was a mighty fine performance, and they can be very, very proud of what they've put out there. And I tell you what, congratulations to the team around them. Stefania, Rockney, Bruno Massot. And these two very much the local skaters as well. Not only do they train in Geneva in the USA, but they train here in Angers as well. They'll be smiling for a while.
C'est la fin, le tout dernier matin, le tout dernier.
Well, it started very, very well indeed. Triple twist, just a little bit of a negative GOE on that, but triple toes were quite magnificent and timing so good. Just a hand down on this, you can see almost a little bit too much height and length on that, so she couldn't maintain control. But it could have been a whole lot worse, that's for sure. But, back inside death spiral, getting a level 2 on that. The level's not bad on the spins. And he's such a strong guy, isn't he? He lifts very good. I was impressed with the timing on the step sequence. But I was saying earlier, you've almost got to have a second nature, but these two, obviously a partnership that gel very, very well. So Stefania Bateau on the left as you look at the picture.
The scores, please.
On the right there. So very, very well done to the team around. Okay, 50.41. Fantastic stuff.
Megan and Denise have heard in
What
a
a
short
great way to start that event.
41. This is the best score of the season.
Sur la glace, représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique.
On the ice, representing the United States of America, Audrey Shin Naggi.
So there's another team that hasn't been together very long. Audrey Shin and Faula and Naggi. Audrey was a single skater up until 2024, but Faula has a wealth of experience in pair skating. So what now for this young team representing the USA?
Speak softly, love, so no one hears us from the sky. The vows of love we make will live until we die. My life is yours, and all because you came into my world with love so softly,
Really nailed the landing of the throw triple Well, this is some start to this pair's short program. Another great skate from a young team.
Des États-Unis d'Amérique, Shin and Naggi.
Yeah, not necessarily young in years, but certainly in the length of time they've been together. Shin, Naggi. Really couldn't have done a whole lot more. I think just those side-by-side triple toes are going to be reviewed by the technical panel. Everything else looked pretty solid to me. Just wonder if she was a little bit short on rotation. Interesting to take a look at it again. If you do get a chance to see the slow-mo, just keep your eye on her. Greeting them at the door. Now here they are, triple toes, just watch her, I think she was just inside that last corner. It was difficult to tell. Yeah, looking down, the technical panel have given it a cue, so base value stays, but they're going to lose nearly a point on the GOE. Good news for them on the triple twist, because in real time it was given a level 2, but that's gone up to a 3.
My life is yours, and all because
he kept the speed across the ice so well through in the lift. Difficult dismount. So ticking all the boxes, that's a group 5 lift. Yeah, sweet smiles and a kiss and cry. And so it should be. Could not have asked for more from their team.
I have no clue. Right now it's like I've been
so they need 50.42 to take the lead, and
Audrey et Balaz ont obtenu un total de 61,79. Ils réalisent ainsi leur meilleur score de la saison. C'est une place provisoirement en première position.
Audrey and Balaz have heard in the short program 61.79. They are currently in first place, and this is their best season score.
Sur la glace, représentant la France.
On the ice, representing France, Aurélie Faula and Belle.
So now the young team from France. She's 25, he's 23 years of age. Runners-up in the national championships last year. Bit of Daft Punk for Aurélie Faula and Belle. Triple Salco. Turn on the end. See over the toe a little bit on the triple Salco. Well, a little bit out of sync here and there, but a good effort there from Aurélie and Théo from France.
Représentant la France, Aurélie Faula and Belle.
Probably worth mentioning when you're looking at the scores in real time, when they're going through their performances, those boxes on the top left-hand corner of your screen, if you see them turn red, that doesn't mean that the element was invalid. It just means that the judges have given it a negative grade of execution. So it's still going to get something, but it's a negative GOE. If it's green, that means it's got a positive grade of execution. And if you see it's grey, that means it's getting the base value. So let's look back at some of the highlights here. The twist at the beginning got a level 1. Really nice choice of music for them. I think it worked really well. Here's the twist. Doesn't get the split. He doesn't get his arms down. He's got a left arm up. And here they are setting up the Salchow. So if you just watch, I think she makes the rotation. Yeah, she does, but has to put a turn on the end. So lose on the grade of execution of that as well. And again here you can see hand down, the weight forward, so the GOE has to go down on that as well. So those first 3 elements all with negative grade of execution. Then after that it was all in the positive. Got a level 5 on the lift. You can see she's really low on that back inside death spiral, but getting a level 3 on that. And I felt just on the step sequence they got out of sync here and there. So just a little bit more attention to detail in certain places. Did well in the spin. Again, that part wasn't too bad, but they did get out of sync. And that will be reflected in the grade of execution. And only a level 3, so they've got to look at ways to get their levels up on certainly the last 3 elements of the playground.
Les scores, s'il vous plaît.
The scores, please.
Aurélie et Théo
So
ont un total de 54,09. Ils réalisent ainsi leur meilleur score de la saison, ce qui les place provisoirement en 2e position.
And that in fact is a personal best for these two, so they go into second place.
54.09. They're currently in the 2nd place, and this is their best season.
Sur la glace, représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique.
On the ice, representing the United States of America, Cathy McBeath, Daniel Parkman.
So, last to go in the opening group here, representing the USA, a team that finished in 2nd place in the US Nationals last year. This is Katie McBeath and Daniel Parkman. Caught her really well on that twist. No problem with the triple toes. Nice transition out as well. Oh, fantastic. Love the knee bend there on that throw triple flip. Well, that was fantastic. Look at that. All green squares, that's what you want. Positive GOE on every single element. I can tell you 3 of the elements are going to be reviewed from the technical panel, but it was a great effort. Well, they couldn't have skated that short program much better than that, and they've had a pretty good start to the season, I can tell you. They were runners-up in the Road to 26 trophy in Italy, and then they got a bronze medal in the John Nicks Pairs Challenge, where they got a personal best score of 65 points. Brandon Frazier there greeting them at the door. And they finished 5th in the Nebelhorn Trophy, which was a very high standard event indeed. But it really has been a rocketing start for them, and the momentum seems to be continuing. Did so well on the landing of the throw triple flip there, and technical panel are doing their work at the moment. I can tell you it's all thumbs up. Just the spin getting a negative GOE, but everything else in the program getting positive GOE. Didn't get the levels on the death spiral, so that's going to hurt them a little bit. Just base value for that. Remember, they need 61.80 to go into the lead. Analysis there. There's been a lot of work in the USA to get the level of pair skating up, and there really is becoming a depth of talent now with the work that Stefania Bertone and Robbie Baker are doing. Chris and Alexa Gutierrez, the Chicago area becoming a bit of a hotbed for pair skating now. And of course, the team in Irvine, California. So 63.31, it is the lead. It's an America 1-2 at the halfway point. So Katie and Daniel go into the lead with Audrey and Balash in second place for the USA. And there's confirmation of how it stands. We've got 4 to go. Things really do hot up. 2 very, very strong teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the skaters
going to be a lot
from
of
the
fun.
second group, pairs category.
Représentant la France.
Representing France.
So here we go. A
Camille
team that had a
Kovalev,
really
Pavlova
rough
and
time at the World
Kovalev.
Championships last year. Wish them all the best here. This is Camille and Pavel Kovalev. Husband and wife team, the 4-time French national
Representing
champions.
Hungary, Maria Pavlova, Alexis Sviatchenko.
And here representing Hungary, Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko. 2 times they finished just off the podium at the European Championships.
Representing Canada, Diana Stellato-Dudek and Deschamps.
Now things really start to hot up. World champions back in 2024 for Canada, Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps.
Representing Japan, Miura and Kihara.
And last to go, Team Japan having the time of their lives here in Angers. The world champions, Rico Miura and Ryushi Kihara. They are 2-time world champions, reigning world champions of reigning 4-continent champions. So that's how it'll go. It will be fascinating. Teams here really trying to put a marker down. It's early on in the season. But, nevertheless, a lot of them will have competed.
Ensemble depuis 11 ans. Ils se sont mariés en
Now get to see
2017.
how good their
Ils sont
preparation
licenciés ici
has
au
been.
club d'Angers où ils sont entraînés par Bruno Massot, champion olympique. Ils sont quadruple champions de France élite. Représentant la France,
Didn't get a
Kovalev
qualification
and
place for
Kovalev.
France at the World
Camille and Pavel are
Championships. They
skating together since
finished in
11 years.
21st
They are
place.
married
It
since
was a
2017.
torrid time for them in the
They
short
skate
program.
with Bruno Massot, Olympic
And
champion.
they competed in the qualifying event, but
Ils patinent ensemble depuis 3 ans. Ils sont les premiers patineurs hongrois à être médaillés en Grand Prix et à participer à la finale des Grands Prix. Ils sont entraînés par Dimitri Savine et Feder Klimov, médaillés olympiques. Ils sont quatrième patineurs européens. Ils ont terminé 8e des championnats du monde 2025. Représentant la Hongrie, Miura, Pavlova,
fourth in the European Championships for the last 2 years. They were fifth first time in together, 8th in the World Championships. They were 4th in the World Championships back in 2024.
At the Senior Grand Prix, they are coached by Dimitri Savine and Fedor Klimov. 4th at the European Championship and 8th at the World Championship.
Just setting up the throw there. They've got a really good team behind them. Fedor Klimov, part of the coaching team.
Diana a été médaillée d'argent des championnats du monde junior en 2000. Après 16 ans d'arrêt, elle a décidé de revenir au patinage dans la catégorie couple.
And here,
Elle
just
patine avec Maxime depuis
a remarkable
2019.
team.
Ils sont champions des 4 continents
She's
et champions du monde
42 years of age,
2024.
would you
Ils
believe?
sont
So
entraînés
quiet.
par José Picard.
Diana Stellato-Dudek,
Représentant le
Maxime
Canada,
Deschamps.
Diana
World
Stellato-Dudek,
champions in
Maxime
2024,
Deschamps.
4 continents champions as well.
Diana is the 2000
last
World
season
Junior Silver
finished
medalist in
in
single skating,
second place,
but then retired from skating due to injury.
5th in the World
After
Championships
60
in
years
Boston.
of the ice, she came back in March 2016 in pair skating.
Just
She
remarkable.
skates with Maxime since 2019. They won the ISU 4 continents and the World Championship in 2024.
It is incredible, isn't it, when you think it's 25 years ago.
Médaillés d'argent par
won a
équipe
silver medal
aux derniers
in
Jeux Olympiques,
the World
ils sont
Junior
les premiers
Championships in
patineurs
singles.
japonais en catégorie couple à être
Amazing
médaillés
stuff.
d'or aux 4 continents.
And last to
à gagner
go,
la finale du
Rico
Grand
Miura
Prix
and
et à
Ryushi
gagner les
Kihara
championnats du
of
monde.
Japan.
Ils
Two-time
sont
world
champions
champions.
du
They
monde
won in Boston and they
2023
won
et
2 years
2025.
ago.
Représentant
And, they've
le
twice
Japon,
won a silver medal at
Rico Miura,
Worlds
Ryushi Kihara.
as well. Pretty good season so far. They won
Riku and Yuchi
in
won the silver
Osaka
medal at the
and were
Olympic
runners-up
Games.
in the
They also
Neville
won
Horn
the
Trophy.
ISU 4 continents and the Grand Prix
the German
final.
team.
They are world champion 2023 and 2025.
You can never rule them out. Have been plagued with injuries over their career, but as long as they're fit, you can always bet it's a good place to put your money. And that looks tasty. I have to go and get one of those. So just to remind you, in this final group, Camille and Pavel Kovalev for France will be first to go. Then Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko for Hungary. They'll be followed by Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps for Canada. And last to go, Rico Miura and Ryushi Kihara of Japan. And they're all chasing that 63.
Mesdames, Messieurs, il vous reste une minute d'échauffement.
From the
Skaters, there is 1 minute left in
and
this
Daniel
war.
Parkman of USA. Give us a wave. There you go. So just looking ahead to tomorrow, we've got the start of the ice dance campaign, the rhythm dance, at 1 o'clock local time. That will be followed by the women's free at 2:40 tomorrow. Then the men start their campaign.
Mesdames, Messieurs, le
6
chauffement
o'clock
est
local
terminé.
time.
Veuillez quitter la piste, s'il vous plaît.
William Malalin in
Ladies
action
and
there.
gentlemen, you
Adam Seal in
will not
France.
ascending.
Fun.
Please
And then
leave the ice. Thank you.
conclusion of the pairs event tomorrow at 8 o'clock local time here in Angers.
Sur la glace, représentant la France.
On the ice, representing France, Camille Kovalev, Pavel Kovalev.
Yeah, fantastic roar for these two. Really wish them well. Camille and Pavel Kovalev for France. Une vie d'amour. Start. Twist. Oh, what a shame. Down on the toe loop. Exquisite timing through that. Well, almost very, very good indeed. Just that one little glitch on the triple toe, which is going to cost them just over a couple of points. And then, of course, the 1 point deduction for the fall, so 3 points in total. How expensive.
Représentant la France, Camille Kovalev, Pavel Kovalev.
At the end of the day, all that put them out of contention for a medal. And I think that would be the goal for them coming into this, to try and get on the podium if they possibly can. They've made a coaching change this season after the disappointment at the World Championships last year. Of course, they used to work with Laurent Prix and his team, but now they've moved to Canada. They train here in Angers as well, but working a lot of the time with Bruno Massot. Angers and in Courchevel with Bruno. And I gotta say, apart from that moment, there seemed to be an air of confidence about them. She's getting a cue, so just a little bit under-rotated on the triple toe. But inside that last quarter, there she did so well on the triple flip. I think that gets base value. They're just slightly going down on the GLE now. It was base value as it was called. I thought this was brilliant. Tight on the side-by-side spin. Level 4 and constant GLE to get themselves 4 points in the bag on that one element. Certainly seem to enjoy the experience, that's for sure.
Les scores, s'il vous plaît.
The scores, please.
So their season's best score, 64-28. I think they'd need to have gone clean to get that.
Camille et Pavel ont obtenu un total de 59 points, ce qui les place provisoirement en 3e position.
Place.
Camille and Pavel have earned in a short program 59.00. They're currently in 3rd place.
Sur la glace, représentant la Hongrie.
On the ice, representing Hungary, Maria Pavlova, Alexei Sviatchenko.
So this is a team that have finished 4th in the European Championships for the last 2 years. They were 4th in the World Championships a couple of seasons ago. This is the first event of the season for them. Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko for Hungary.
What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about killing fears? Is there a time? What about all the things that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice?
So much speed into that triple twist.
Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth that's weeping sun?
Oh yes, doesn't get much better than that. That's the throw triple lutz. Stutter on the landing, the triple toe there from Maria. Look clean to me.
What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your only son? What about flowering fields? Is there a time? What about all the dreams that you said was yours and
Loved it. Wasn't that brilliant? Well, they nailed that and some.
De la Hongrie, Maria Pavlova, Sviatchenko.
Well, for me, that's Maria and Alexei at their very, very best. Just looking down, I think everything's got a positive grade of execution. The technical panel looking at a couple of the elements again, just looking at her triple toe. She did have a little bit of a stutter on the end of it, but it looked like it was rotated to me. Fingers crossed it was. And, yeah, the technical team have done their work. Yeah, they've given the triple toe the thumbs up, which is great news. I thought that was fabulous. The way they picked out the nuances in the music, the interpretation was second to none. Certainly any of the performances that we've seen so far. The twist, brilliant at the beginning there. Level 4 on that, arms down, arms up. The catch was clean. Lovely rise and fall in the knee all the time. Just watch this triple toe. Yeah, she makes it. Just a little bit tight in the knee bend, but she's got so much speed coming out of the jump. She's able to get back and get that momentum going. And the way they skated to the music was just superb. Every arm movement, every rise and fall in the knee was done with intention and had thought and prowess throughout the program. Just magnificent. Slightly out of sync on the combination spin, but you can forgive them for that. And to perform like that this early on in the season is fantastic. And so this is definitely a team you've got to keep your eye on.
Mama, Papa, Sonечка.
So their personal best score, 68.01. This their first event of the season. And I think this is going to be a huge score. Yeah, 70.15, they'll take that. Very, very good score indeed. They have put the pressure on. And what a way for them to start the season. Maria Pavlova, Alexei Sviatchenko go into the lead for Hungary.
Sur la glace, représentant le Canada.
On the ice, representing Canada, Diana Stellato-Dudek, Maxime Deschamps.
So we've got 2 to go. And both teams have got world titles under their belt and something to prove here in the opening Grand Prix of the season. Representing Canada, former world champions, Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps. Kamina Burana, the music. Really solid on the twist. See a little bit out of sync on the side-by-side triple toes. They both look clean though. Great setup and landing on the throw triple loop. There's their experience getting out of this combination spin. back on sync. Oh, wow! How does she do it? What a fantastic effort. Diana Stellato-Dudek, Maxime Deschamps.
Diana Stellato-Dudek, Maxime Deschamps.
Well, the start of their challenge to make it into the Grand Prix finals. They skated that like champions. Magnificent. Love the interpretation there. Program choreographed by Laurie Nickel. It seems scarcely credible. I'm going to say it again. She's 42 years of age. Still just moving out a picture there. I bet he's thrilled. I'm beaming from ear to ear. I don't know about you. A lovely start. There's the twist. Level 4 for that. And, nearly 8 points in the bucket. You can see the synchronization was out on the triple toes. So they lost, well, next to nothing, not even a tenth on that. And that was the only element that got a negative grade of execution. Everything else getting the thumbs up. Just a perfect choice of music for them. There's the back inside death spiral. Looked to be a 4 to me. Down level 4 for that. So everywhere they possibly could, they were maximizing on the points. This is their second event of the season.
Les scores, s'il vous plaît.
The scores,
John
please.
Nick's pairs challenge.
Diana et Maxime
So
ont un
70.77,
total de
their best
74
score
points
this year. They
26.
need to do better
Ils
than that.
réalisent
Yeah,
ainsi leur meilleur score de la
74.26.
saison.
That's enough to
Cette
put
place
them
provisoirement
into the lead ahead of Maria and Alexei. It's very, very tight at the top.
Short program, 74.26.
In it
They're
at the
currently in
moment,
the first
but,
place, and this is their
a job
best
well
score
done
of the
by
season.
Diana and Maxine.
Sur la glace, représentant le Japon.
On the ice, representing Japan, Riku Miura, Kihara.
So last to go, the reigning world champions. Got beaten at the Nebelhorn Trophy. Got to put that behind them. We wish them well here. Riko Miura and Ryushi Kihara of Japan. superb start. Just clean on the triple twist. Triple toes coming up now. And they make them let it look easy. Yeah, took a really long look into the throw triple flip. What a magnificent response from Rico Miura and Ryushi Kihara. Quite sensational. Bruno and Megan given the high five on the other side of the boards, and rightly so. They nailed that. Wasn't that something else? Just remember how early it is in the season to be able to come out and lay down a short program like that is sensational. And of course, the important thing for these teams now is to try and stay fit and healthy right up to the Olympic Winter Games in February. Yeah, you can see what it means. The intensity from them at the beginning. So remember, they're chasing that 74.26 of the leaders, Diana and Maxine, at the moment. But I've got to say, the quality from these two, I think, was enough to give them the lead. She made that throw look so easy. Just looking down the technical panel, I've looked at the triple toe. They've given it a cue, so they've probably given Rico a cue on that. So they've lost about 1/4 of a point, but only on that one element. Everything else over a point, sometimes close to 2 points up on the grade of execution, which is going to be huge. And of course, the second mark for this program should be very, very good indeed. It's going to be in the 9s in all 3 sections. Skating skills, presentation, choreography. The choreography was beautiful. Yeah, you can't believe it. Well, they've got the right team behind them. Bruno Marcotte and Megan Duhamel there, who train these two in Oakville, Canada.
The scores, please.
So 74.27 to go into the lead. I'm going to do that, I'm sure. Yeah, 79.44. It is the lead. And they can breathe a sigh of relief. They're looking for 80 points, I think. By the look on his face, but it was so close. 79.44. What a start to the season for Rico and Ryushi. And a magnificent effort from Diana and Maxime to finish in second place there. And the Hungarian team, Maria Pavlova, Alexei Sviatchenko in third place. They were sensational when they were. Great top three, that is. And that's taking nothing away from the two American teams who performed out of their skins, to be honest. There's a few season best scores there and a couple of personal bests as well. So the teams really giving it everything they possibly could. What a fantastic setup that is for the pairs free. And that will take place 8 o'clock local time tomorrow. Well, what an opening day of this first Grand Prix of the season. It hasn't disappointed at all. And, we look back at the top three. Hungarians in third, Maria Pavlova, Alexei Sviatchenko, 70.15 their score, and weren't they good? Wonderful choreography, every movement with a purpose. They hit every beat within the music, and I just love the rise and fall of the knee. They ebbed and flowed with the music from start to finish, and technically brilliant. In second, the remarkable Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps for Canada. Came out with loads of confidence. The one element that looked a little rough around the edges, just the timing a little bit off on the side-by-side triple toes, but showing their technical prowess all the way through. The timing there on the side-by-side is uncanny. But out in front, close to 80 points, 79.44. The reigning world champions, Riko Miura and Ryushi Kihara of Japan. Didn't put a foot wrong. The program skated with immense confidence and that passion that we all love and know so well from these two. So that's it for today. We've got the rhythm dance coming up tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time. That'll be followed by the women's free. But now for myself, Chris Howard. Cheerio.